I want to see what my healing is. So that was 2,000 from that heavy attack. 900, 1,200, 1,500, 2,100. Okay. I do like the survivability. Damn! Let's go, chat. I think, bro. Little pig, let me in. Yeah, this was a much better idea, dude. It's like bio bomb all this. Oh my god, we're freaking running them, dude. Little pig, let me in. You'll be back when your health is low. Facts. How you doing, big dog? Excuse me? Get X, bro. Yeah, dude. You are getting away from me. Do my eyes lie to me? Bruiser, you're actually... Yeah, bro. Alrighty, guys. I got another build video for y'all. This is my Bruiser build. Definitely one of the builds that you guys have been requesting me to do a build guide and breakdown. Well, here it is, guys. So starting off, we're going to go into the armor. We've got a reconnaissance helmet with hasted vigor, shuriken heals. We're gonna do a 5-piece shuriken heals across the board. Hasted, I have this on mostly all my builds. Phenomenal perk. Highly recommend using it. It doesn't add to the haste cap, which is great, and it also reduces the potency of those dots and the duration as well. For the artifacts armor, we are running Void Dark Plate. This gives us an increased 20% armor. Since we're running hammer, we want to have a high threshold for armor so that with the passives on hammer buff a lot of our resistances. So to have a high threshold, it will further increase our resistances. So with these gloves, I have Insatiable Gravwell. This perk on the body, I'm telling you, you do not want to sleep on this. Definitely give it a try. I highly recommend it. This perk, as you guys saw in the gameplay at the beginning of the video, the burst damage with Great Axe and that Gravwell is insane. Also, guys, do you guys prefer... Definitely give it a shot. Also, do you guys prefer me to have the gameplay at the beginning of the video, or would you rather have it at the end of the video? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your feedback. We got another piece of freedom and health. Having 2-piece freedom on this build makes this build move pretty freely. Being in medium as well, you have a total of 34% freedom, because medium gives you additional 10%. So 34% across the board is really nice. And you honestly need as much freedom as possible when you're going into medium and heavy equip loads, especially with the meta right now where it's just constant roots, slow stuns, you name it. They throw everything at you, and to be able to move freely in this game is the difference between life and death. Now, lastly, we've got the white shoes named item. I just went ahead and thrown on Sundering Shockwave. So onto weapons, we've got the Warhammer. I'm rocking an Abyssal Retaliate gem. You can't go wrong with a Jasper gem. And then we've got Plague Strikes, Trenchant Recovery, and Sundering Clear Out. Sundering Clear Out on the weapon is a must-have perk for the Warhammer. That 24% rend for 7 seconds. As you guys saw the combos I was doing in the beginning of the video, the amount of rend you can apply to your enemy with Warhammer in this setup is unmatched. And of course, we're running Trenchant Recovery. Being able to trade heavy attacks against other players is huge, because we're able to get a lot of health back and further increase our survivability. And the more we stay alive, the better chances of us winning that 1vx, which that's what it's all about, man. And of course, Plague Strikes, you gotta have some form of anti-heal. Now with the Great Axe, I'm rocking an Boreal Opportunist gem. The Emerald gem on the Great Axe is a perfect fit, because a lot of times we are going for the execute with Great Axe. Just the burst damage is insane. Then we also have Enfeebling Maelstrom to weaken our targets, Plague Crits for the anti-heal to also stack with Plague Strikes on the Warhammer, and we're running Flame Attunement. That's a flexible perk. You could have any other attunement. That was just what I had on this roll, just to give us a little bit more damage. Can't go wrong with Stone Form. I run it on all my builds, preferably Mending Form. We got the Tanglevine Amulet. I added divine on this because I'm pretty sure it comes with health and thrust protection. So I added divine to give us that 10% health from all incoming healing effects. And now we've got one of the best artifacts in the game right now, Blood Drinker. Like I said, I used to run Onk on this build, and I think that was a mistake because I run Trench and Recovery on the hammer. I should have always went with Blood Drinker to increase our leeching. That incoming healing from lifesteal, and also Onk completely destroys any type of leeching on your build. It makes it non-existent. So it was basically negating one of my perks on my Warhammer. So I was like, hey, why don't I try out Blood Drinker? I haven't done it. So and then I threw on Invigorated Punishment as basically like a universal perk. Like I said, this is a flex spot. You could switch this out to what you prefer. Some people prefer Keen Awareness. I wanted a little bit more damage because you're going to be losing some damage by running Blood Drinker, but that survivability, man, is huge. You'll be able to outlive your opponents, and honestly, I have no problem putting out damage. And a lot of times, the reason why also I went with the Invig Punishment is because we are constantly using our abilities to our advantage. So to get more damage to our abilities is massive W. Now, lastly, on the earring, Healthy Toast, Healing Heart, Regenerating. Healing Heart, I love running this. We will definitely, with the amount of burst damage and stuff, we are constantly getting our stone form back. And anytime when maybe, like, you know, my pots are on cooldown, or, you know, I don't have any other form of healing at that moment and my health is really low, that quick burst of heal from Healing Heart is really, really nice. And it saves my life sometimes, for sure. Oh, also, guys, I almost forgot. We are running 5 opals and 3 moonstones to give us 15% slash damage resist, 15% thrust damage resist from our amulet, and then we get 15% standard resist, and then 12.5 resist across the board. So with the attributes, we've got 350 strength, 25 intelligence, 50 focus, and 203 con. 50 focus for that 10% increase healing. The more healing, the better. 25 intelligence just for the 5% damage increase to backstabs and random crit. Just a little bit more damage is always nice. And of course, 200 con just to give us some more resistances. 200 con is a very good sweet spot in medium equip load. So we've got the Warhammer skill tree. This is what I'm currently running at the moment. Feel free to pause the video or screenshot. And also, if you run something a little bit different, let me know in the comments below. Now onto the Great Axe. Be sure to pause the video or take a screenshot. This is what we are running at the moment. I think this is about as good as you're gonna get it. So you could change up something with the charge. I really like the Unpredictable Strike. It's another form of damage. You do need 10 spots selected so we can get Bloodlust. I mean, if you're not running Bloodlust on the Great Axe, what are you doing? And then Maelstrom, and of course Gravity Well for this build. The amount of burst damage, I'm telling you guys, you're gonna love it. Now, as far as some combos to keep in mind, I like to do is when I initiate a fight, you know, don't be afraid to block with the Warhammer. I'm telling you, you can mitigate a lot of damage using the Warhammer. So you start off with like a medium weave, try to catch them in an animation to use a shockwave into a clear out, and then an armor breaker, or to get the guaranteed armor breaker, hit him with a shockwave and then the armor breaker right after. Now you can mix and match. Like you could go into a clear out and then shockwave. Now you have to be quick about that. If you're going to do it that way, you have to immediately go into shockwave, or they will get out of the knockdown and roll away. And then once you've applied some damage with Warhammer and they've backed up because they're trying to heal or whatever, you throw that grav well on top of them, run in, hit him with the unpredictable strike, get a light attack or two, and then finish with the maelstrom. Now, if you do that in a quick succession, getting at least one light attack or two into a maelstrom, while you're doing the maelstrom, the grav well will pop at the same time, creating that massive burst damage. Alrighty, guys, this is gonna do it for the Bruiser build video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know how you guys like the build. Let me know in the comments down below. I've been streaming every day over on Twitch, twitch.tv/emandidit. Download in the description. And as always, I'll catch y'all in the next one.